chilling and getting paid. Run it up, run it up, run it up. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Johnny V and Jon Cupid, the Johnny V and Jon Cupid show. What's going on, bro?
And we're back. It's another one, Friday night. It's been a good week, a long week, a lot to talk about, a lot to recap on. What's going on, buddy?
I'm just chilling, bro. I jumped out of the shower, had to get all freshed up, You know,
Nice. Yeah.
got the
You're
white pants with the black top going on right now.
you're looking dapper as always.
Respect, brother. You too. You're doing your shit. You're holding it out for Team Light Skin.
Yeah, always, man. Team light skin forever, bro. Chris Brown.
Woo!
Let's get it.
Let's go. So,
That's my dude, man.
yo, before everything, you're one and oh. The reason why it's the Johnny V and Jon Cupid show now is because it's like playing pool, like the 8 ball. Like I scratched right away. You,
Oof, I
yeah,
sank it.
I shanked it right away. So as a result of that, bro, we switched it up. I can't start 0-1 and not have you in the title of the name. So it's the Johnny V and Jon
Oof.
Cupid. No,
Oh man, I better not lose one. I'll lose my title.
no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna take away your citizenship like that.
Hey, you know what? Going back to that fight, bro. I mean, look, is it anything other than what we expected? After seeing all of Jake's fights, did we really expect a knockout from a 50-year-old guy? Come on, man. A
Yeah,
nearly 60-year-old guy. Nah.
I thought,
I already knew Jake was gonna win that. And I said it by decision. And Jake wanted to say he wanted to hold him. And look, at the end of the day, waste of time, waste of money, waste of a Friday night, you
yo, you're
know?
such a pessimist right there, bro. Such a
Oh,
freaking,
come on.
such a
Come on. I
pessimist.
mean, they made their money, but were we entertained, honestly?
I
Were
was in,
you entertained, John?
I, I'll
Come
be
on.
honest. I'll be honest. I wasn't as entertained as I would like to be. Like that first fight though, the Amanda Serrano versus I forget her name. That fight
I
was
think it was
pretty.
Katie Taylor
Yeah,
or something like that.
that fight was friggin' serious.
Yeah, I like the Barrios and Ramos fight. That was good. That wasn't bad. There was some good prelims there, but the main event was trash, to
You
say the least.
you think it was
You know what
fit?
I mean? No, I don't want to go as far to say it was fixed, but I mean it was definitely lackluster. There was a lot of booze in that crowd, rightfully so. You know what I mean? But I'm glad that our boy Johnny Bones, a day after, was
Right.
able to give us some good fight entertainment. You know what I mean?
Johnny Bones is
Sealed the deal.
he's the GOAT.
Absolutely.
He's
Absolutely.
he's the GOAT.
Absolute goat, man. If Alex Pereira keeps going on a tear, then he's nearing goat status as well.
But if you're walking down the aisle, an alley, who you gonna walk with besides Johnny? Besides walking down the aisle with Johnny V, would you rather walk down with John Jones or Alex Pereira? Which one do you feel like you would get out of that
I
alley?
I think I'm going with Johnny B.
Hey, styling and profiling, baby. Styling and representing, holding it down. Straight from the PSC.
Yes, sir.
Straight from the
Yes, sir.
PSC. Weighing in at 235 pounds. Yeah,
Woo!
yo.
You got to be two something to do something, right?
Hey, my guy.
But
Styling
hold on, you said 230.
230.
You got to be 250 to screw with me. It's all good, brother. Another time, man.
Nah, bro. I'm
Got
not
to up that weight a little.
I'm not no, I don't want to see me walking around at 250, bro. 250,
Woo!
250, I'm gonna have some high blood pressure issues, bro.
It's all good, brother.
I'm gonna have
No
that
worries, man. You keep it trim. Keep it trim like you always do.
250, I'm gonna have that sleep apnea machine right next to my bed, dog.
The CPAP.
Yeah, I'll have that.
I
I'll
got a
have
buddy who I got a buddy who had one of those.
shout
The
out,
guy
shout
was
out.
like suffocating in his sleep, but yeah, no, he was like hitting like nearly 300 pounds.
Yeah,
He'd
yeah.
just be lying there, you know.
So yo, so we said we're gonna jump into it. If they're gonna blackball us right now, then we might as well jump into it. So we're
Let's go.
yeah, so number one thing, Canadian politics. That's the topic today, people. We're going to talk about Canadian politics. One thing people don't want to talk about is politics. And to be honest, I wasn't really going to talk about politics, but hey, this is my podcast. And
Hey, why not, man?
this is our
It
podcast.
affects us. It affects us one way or another, whether we like to talk about it or not.
That's
You
it.
know what I mean? Look, I'm no expert, but I mean, I know we're all getting screwed. That's for sure.
Yeah. So
You know
so
what I mean?
so me the thing is, stay biased. We'll stay biased on this regarding the Canadian politics.
Don't really think we got a
we're gonna
choice.
spit, we're gonna spit facts. And when you spit
Let's
facts,
do it.
speaking reality, you're not talking nonsense. You're spitting. So we're in the middle, and we're spitting facts. We're concerned.
Hmm.
We're concerned Canadians. You
Yep.
know, we're
Yeah.
all
I'm a concerned citizen, Canadian, proud to be, and
since, since when?
by the numbers.
Since when?
Sorry.
Since when you've been Canadian?
All my life, bro. I was born here, born and raised, Montreal,
Represent.
Montreal repping, brother. Yeah, yeah.
What about your
I know
parents?
I don't know. I know I don't sound like I'm from Montreal, but Montreal, born and raised, man. I'm a Quebecer, Quebecois.
À Québécois, il est là, calé, ceci.
But non,
C'est vrai, hein?
oui, tabarnak, câlisse.
Oh!
Yes, see?
Yo,
No, you know what? My origins, my mother came from St. Vincent.
okay,
She had us when she was very young and raised a beautiful family. And my father was born here. You know, the thing with my father, it's tough to touch on that one because I don't really know him too well.
okay.
But Canadian, I'm a Canadian raised, you know, and Canadian bacon, and then he took off. So you know, is what it is. But
The tip, no,
A
no,
Cupid stands strong in St. Vincent, that's for sure.
represent, bro.
Yes, sir, man.
How many generations?
Wow, that's a good question, man. I wouldn't know, man. That's one of those things I just never asked coming up. You know what I mean? Like, you know how with Caribbean parents, there's just always questions that you just don't ask. You don't want to go too far. You know, there's like a cusp, and you got to always stay on the other side of it. You know what I mean?
I
It's like
think
asking like it's like asking what your mom's age is. You know what I mean? It's just like one of those things I never found out. You know what I mean? She just never told me, so I just left it. I was like, oh, I don't know.
so. You're getting that Dollarama birthday card that has no age mentioning of age, just happy
I,
birthday.
Absolutely.
I like that.
You know what I mean? I don't want to make her feel like she's aging. To
I
me,
like
she's
that.
forever young in my heart.
Hey, Mike, you're smooth, Cupid. You're smooth. You're pretty
Hey,
smooth. You're on
what
your
can
right.
I say, bro? I mean, it's in the name. You know what I mean?
I like that. Johnny V.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, so
Valentino, Cupid.
I like that. That's
It
hot.
goes, man. It goes,
So
brother. No, man. Going back to politics, bro. I mean, look, I if we're gonna say who's gonna win this next election, I mean, I'm gunning for Pierre, but is anything really gonna change? That's the question, you know? I mean, he's only gonna be dealt the same swamp that Trudeau's been swimming in, and then he's gonna have to try to clean that up. And God knows he's not. You know what I mean? So then we're just gonna be blaming him for the mess that Trudeau started. And I personally don't see it getting any better. You know
but
what I mean? It seems like everything's just getting worse. You know what I mean? Just globally, not just here in Canada, but
the world.
man, the world itself, man. I don't know. It's hard to be optimistic when you pay attention to the news. You know what I mean? It
Hey,
always looks like the world's about to end. You know what I mean? But you gotta be happy for the small things. I mean, like, look, we do live in a great country. There's a lot of good things about Canada. You know, what I mean, politics aside, there's a lot of good things about Canada. You know what I mean? Like, look, I've grown up here. I've lived here my entire life, and I love Montreal. I really do. It's a good city. You know what I mean? There's some great people in it too. But I don't know. I think that our government here, it's just they're so disconnected. You know, they really don't listen to the concerns of the people or try to address it at least. You know what I mean? Like when I see like they're pulling funding from healthcare and then you're putting funding towards bike lanes, and I'm like, how disconnected can you be? You know what
I,
I mean? You walk into a clinic or a hospital, you're waiting for like 13 hours just to get a prescription and get out. You know what I mean? It's like there's no care. I don't
so
know.
let me tell you a little bit about my origins in Canada. So my family has been like over 6 generations we've been in Canada.
Six
So
generations.
six
Jeez.
generations. So
Since Jim Crow.
since back in the day, since back in the day, and origins are from Nova Scotia.
Mm.
Shout out to the Scotian Potions out there doing their thing.
Goshen boy.
Scotian boy,
Yeah, man.
original Scotian boy, holding it down.
Yes, sir.
Part of the non-alcoholic community, though. Hey, hey, that's a Yeah, yeah,
You ever met the Trailer Park Boys?
yeah. No, I've seen the show. It's a shit
Yeah.
show. Shout out to Mr. Leahy. It's a real shit show, huh?
I mean, shout out to Mr. Leahy. Rest in peace, Mr. Leahy. You know what I mean? That was my dude, man. Believe it or not, that show actually got me through a pretty rough time in life, ironically.
What,
But
what were you
I think there's a
doing?
lot of people that watch it that can say the same. You know what I mean? But no, I used to love that show. I'd say seasons 1 to 7 were just absolute gold. Everything after that kind of tapered off. And I know that now they're doing their podcast thing, but I got a lot of friends out in Nova Scotia as well. Shout out to Nova Scotia. And the shout out to the Trailer Park Boys, Canadian Originals. I don't know how they never won an award for that show, but they keep going strong.
So, yo,
Continue, brother. I'm sorry to cut you off there.
oh, you're doing your shit. So, hey, one thing about being able to talk about Canadian politics is because I've seen a massive wave where people are disapproved of Justin Trudeau. So why do you think Canadians are so frustrated with Justin Trudeau?
Well, I think one of the biggest things was the immigration influx, right? And the lack of housing thereof for them.
Mm,
And I think that that's what created a big divide with Canadians.
mm,
And I don't want to make it racial or anything, but we saw a clash. And when you look at certain provinces and you see a higher demographic of certain individuals, I think the natives to that province get a little upset or riled up about it when they see change. People don't like change, you know? But what we overlook is that it's a lot of the immigrants that are filling up the working sector, and they're actually doing better in schools and in
mm,
work. So it kind of makes you wonder, why are they outperforming the people that are living here already? It's a very strange question. I guess they're hungrier for it, but there's definitely a jealousy there. And look, I love my Canadians. I really do, and Canadian myself. I think what we all got to try to do is find a way to get along. And I think immigration was definitely one of the biggest issues. And I know Trudeau put a halt on that.
mm.
And I guess I guess it's for the better. I'm not sure. Hopefully there aren't too many vacant positions for work. You know
So
what I mean? We need them. They're the ones that are helping us keep our economy flowing. You know what I mean? But I think that was one of the biggest ones, and um, it's our economy. It's rising prices of pretty much everything. You know what I mean? Like you can look around and rent prices are just skyrocketing, grocery prices are skyrocketing, your pay not so much. You know what
yeah,
I mean? So that's why Canadians are frustrated. I guess that's two of the reasons for why they're frustrated.
me
You know what I
me
mean?
one big reason I think it is one thing I've been taught is you put the oxygen mask on yourself before putting the oxygen mask on somebody else. If you're unable to put the oxygen mask on yourself, you're not able to help another person. And I feel like
Right.
that's what's going on right now in Canada is that we're naturally we're nice people. Anybody could say Canadians are probably the nicest people, you know? So
Absolutely.
I find like we're helping people a lot, but we're not helping our own Canadians, you know? I read this
Yeah.
one I read this one article back in the day and it said how soldiers that are basically in the army right now, they had to pay for their own meals, bro. They had to pay for their own food. So
Really.
I think like, hey, you touched on it. But that's a slavery tactic that the government does. The government does basically they take two sides and
Mhm.
they make those two sides hate each other. When really there's been a housing crisis for 50 years now. The thing now is the easiest thing to do is to blame the incoming immigrants as a result of this housing crisis. But is bringing quadruple the amount of people to Canada in order to solve a work shortage. Is that the solution? I don't
I
think
mean,
I don't think the
well,
solution.
the question is also, why is there a vacancy in these working positions? Why aren't people working? Right? I mean, when you've got this system where people can just sit on their ass and get a handout, it makes you wonder why. You know what I mean? Why aren't enough Canadians getting to work? You know what I mean? Is it a generational thing? Is it I don't know. I don't know what it is. I really don't. And I mean, there's so many vacancies, and that's what they keep saying. But then I see so many people that are looking for work, and I'm like, I just don't understand it. You know what I mean? I really don't. It's like a very nuanced issue that requires so much debate and conversation, and it doesn't get anywhere. Like we bring in immigrants to try and solve that problem, but we don't have enough housing. How just I don't understand who would have thought of that. Like I think last year we brought in like 1 million immigrants into
Yeah.
the country. You know what I mean? And like look, I got nothing against them, man. Like everybody's trying to do better for themselves. Everybody wants to pursue their dreams, you know what I mean? If they can make it happen here, power to you, man.
Hey,
You know what I mean? Just
for me,
I just think it wasn't a well thought out plan. You know what I mean? It definitely wasn't.
yeah.
And it's not making things easier, that's for sure. I mean, like, yes, but we have to help Canadians first because I know I read articles about how they're getting paid X amount and so, and there's a lot of frustrations because Canadians already are struggling, and when they're seeing that, they're like, "Hey, what about us?" And then Trudeau gets up there and goes, "Hey, don't worry, I'll give you guys 200 or 500 bucks." You know what I mean? Everybody gets that. It's like, buddy, Luke Gold did the same thing last year. You know what I mean? They just pulled it right off my taxes at the end of the year. So. You know what I mean? He takes a little, he gives a little.
Shout,
It's a
shout
joke,
out
man.
to shout outs to the Canadians for that waiting for that two. I'm waiting for that $250 $250 check. What is it? If you made under 150,000, you get a $250 check. Me
Yeah,
me me I'm pretty sure what they're gonna end up doing is they're gonna end up raising the prices of the goods. So now you're
goods
going
and services. Yeah,
so
yeah.
now now you're going to the grocery store and you're paying say $2. One thing I started eating a lot more is chickpeas, straight up.
Mm,
So you
mm.
go, so now you're gonna go to the store. You're gonna see the chickpeas are $2. Now they're gonna be $3, and like that in that span of 2 months. You know?
I do a lot of my shopping at Costco, and just recently, actually, like last week, we went in. Everything that I'd normally get went up by $1. So normally, like instead of spending like I don't know, like $300 every trip to Costco, now I'm spending 400. So I'm like, wow. And I'm not buying a lot of items either. You know what I mean? Obviously, you're buying in bulk, so it's a little more expensive, but just to see the prices going up, and it's like, oof. I mean, $1 everywhere, it adds up. You know what I mean? Even if it's just $1. You know what I mean? I think that's what puts fear in a lot of people. You know what I mean? That thing that you were buying for 99 cents is now $1.99. And then next year, what's it going to be? 2.99. You know what I mean? So that for that single mother that's really hoping to balance her budget so she can feed her kids, it becomes a lot more difficult. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't have kids, so thank God, at least for now. But it's becoming a pressing issue for a lot of people. You
Me
know what I
as
mean? And I don't think it's something that politics is really going to save. You know what I mean? Like, there's global supply chain issues, labor shortages, obviously, and I think that's what contributes largely to that. But it's like they say, man, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, right? So I don't
yeah,
know.
but
It's a struggle. It's a daily struggle for everyone. You know what I mean? And you just got to try and put your first foot forward and continue working and just pressing on, man. Carry on with it.
what
That's all
are,
you can do, man.
what have you been doing to basically like during this? Because a lot of people they say one in every two Canadians is living paycheck to paycheck. You know?
Absolutely.
So what's something that you've done like in the last like say 2 years, really since it's been really since the pandemic hit
Yeah.
that shit's really
Yeah.
gone out of whack.
Yeah.
What's something that you've done to like
Well,
make extra money?
thankfully, I don't. My rent isn't very expensive. I mean, thankfully, I've got a job where there's a vast amount of work.
Yeah,
So for me, it's always just putting my head to the grindstone and working, man. You know what I mean? Taking those weekends, getting those extra hours, and that's
extra
really
hours.
what helps. You know what I mean? It's being able to step in on a Saturday and a Sunday and then continue your work week. And it's really those 2 days that really help out. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's also about trying to find a way to make passive income. And that's something I've been looking at for a long time because eventually, eventually just working the 40 hours plus isn't really going to be much. I'm thankful that I live with my lovely girlfriend. We're able to split things, you know what I mean? Because that really does help out a lot. But I say to myself, like, wow, like I can't imagine how people do it with kids nowadays. Like I mean, depending on what you're pulling in, but man, that's not easy. It's not easy. Even if you've got a job paying like, slightly, obviously above the average or above the minimum, it's very difficult. You know what I mean? So a
That's
lot of people are pairing up. You're seeing a lot more people with roommates.
Hmm.
to try to lower that cost of rent. But even then, I mean, it's tough, man. It's tough. You know what I mean? But for myself, it's just work, man. I've always been a worker, always been working my entire life. I'm working since I was 9 years old. I can
On the
legitimately say
grind.
that.
On the grind.
Yeah, yeah, I've been
Styling and
working since I was
styling
nine
and
years old.
profiling on the grind. Jon Cupid, a true
Always been
Canadian,
working hard, man. Always been working hard, man.
a
You know what I
true.
mean? That was ingrained in me at a very early age. You got to work for what you want.
That's
Don't ask for a handout. You know what I mean? Don't blame anybody but yourself. And that's it, man. I just put my nose to the grindstone and keep it going. How about
uh,
you, man?
yo. So me, I started working at 281 on Saint Laurent every Saturday.
Oh,
Every Saturday night. My name is Mr. Tarzan. I go on the stage. I do my little. No, I'm joking. I'm joking with you. I'm joking.
fucking right.
In an alternative universe. In an alternative universe. In
All
an,
those old ladies, eh?
in
Oh
a,
man,
straight up in an alternative
get
universe.
turned up,
Turns up. Turns up. Hey, it's all about
my
making.
guy.
It's all about every experience needs to be an amazing experience. So when you meet with a person for the first time, you want them to remember you in the best way. So hey, that Saturday night when I'm there for those 2 hours, I'm giving my number one show straight up.
All right, bro. I know a couple of old ladies at the elderly home. Maybe they'd like to come check you out.
Girl, they want life insurance. I could hook them up with life insurance, but hey, Saturday nights, like I told you, Club 281, that's where I'm at. But during the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, bro, hey, life insurance, critical illness,
You guys heard it first from
account,
Johnny V. Go
RSP.
check him out. 281 Saturday night, 7 o'clock around. He's on stage.
That's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
Get your
got
tickets
it.
early.
I might give you a little cut. You could come in. You could be my introduction guy. You look like
Hey
you.
man, I think he said he's doing Chippendales this weekend, guys. So get ready.
I didn't say all that. Yeah, now you're
He's
pushing it.
got
Now
he's
you're
got the
pushing it.
stock ready and all.
Now you're pushing it. Now you're pushing it, bro. What inspires you? So you got the questions too, folks. Start asking me some questions, bro. I'm feeling like Connie
Brother,
Chen, bro. I'm feeling like Connie
brother.
over here asking all these questions, bro.
Oh, it's all right, man. Don't worry, man.
What's
It's not
up, bro?
21 questions here. Don't worry, brother. We're just talking, man. You
Bro,
got to tell me what inspires you about Canadian politics, Johnny.
what inspires me about the Okay, so first, when I just came back from New Jersey, so I went to go see Tony Robbins, huh? Shout out to Tony
Hmm.
Robbins. Tony Robbins is he's a rude boy, huh?
Oh yeah.
No, I learned so much about like personal growth and what I need to do to get to the next level. And
Hmm.
it was 50 hours of seminar in 4 days, bro. It was pretty intense.
Wow. Well,
Pretty,
you were up in a hotel out there or what?
yeah, I had a hotel up there, Airbnb.
Beautiful,
The
beautiful.
sciatica was killing though. The sciatica was killing after 50 hours of sitting down, bro. The sciatica was killing, man.
Oh, you've got sciatica.
It's not it got better, but
All right.
I think I reactivated it when I was like sitting down like for like all that time. We got
No,
time.
but Johnny, I mean, I see you in the gym fucking pushing, bro. Does that ever like aggravate that or what?
Uh, but I stopped the workout though. Like I don't do really pretty much heavy weights. Me,
Oh, dude, come on, bro. Look at you. You're fucking yoked, my guy.
it's genetics. It's genetics.
Oh,
It's
yeah, no,
genetics.
okay.
My dad's
You
five
could,
six. My dad's 5'6" and my mom's 5'1". It's genetics, bro. No,
no
realistic.
way.
Yeah,
Freak of nature.
it's I but I'll tell you, I think there's a part when I was a little boy, I had a
Mm,
I had a kidney infection, huh? And
wow.
I had to take something called prednisone, okay? And I think it's like a steroid, okay? And I think it like had an impact on my growth, like 100%
Really?
for real.
Wow.
So
Wow.
unless my parents aren't telling me the truth, but yeah, my dad's 5'6", my mom's
Bro,
five.
I'm sure you had like a grandfather down the line that was like fucking giant.
For
Because I
real.
mean, you're pretty stacked, my guy.
Respect my guy, holding it
Yeah,
down.
man, anytime, brother. You know what I
So
mean?
so me, yeah. So me with this, like the $250 is already spent for me. I'm spending that shit. I'm going out. I'm gonna go wild out with that 250. You?
I honestly, bro, I'd probably end up just putting it on food or rent. I mean, I pretty much just put all my money toward food. I know I don't look like a big dude, but man, I like my steaks. You know what I mean? My strip loin.
My
Cut them
God.
up nice, throw them in the
Styling
freezer.
or profiling?
No, I don't really get out that much anymore, man. Honestly, I don't. I haven't dude, I haven't been to a club since like 2017.
That's a period of
Like,
time, bro.
you know what I mean? Not just that. I mean, I guess I outgrew, man. I prefer those nights in the gym. You know what I mean? I'm all about those late nights. I mean, running on a treadmill. I do a lot of running too. So maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll buy myself a new pair of running shoes because I really like to tear it up on the concrete, man. That's always been my thing. I don't know if you've ever seen, but I post a lot about that. You know what I mean, I really enjoy running. That's always been one of my best pastimes. That's just that the feeling I get from that is it's a high on another level, brother. I'll tell you that right now, man. Hey, you
Do
know
you,
what? I'm reading this article right now about sorry, I want to segue here for a second, but do you see that whole news about Conor McGregor?
what happened with him?
Oh, well, it looks like he got caught up on a sexual assault case over here, and I said, "Oh shit,
Dog.
god damn!"
Shout out to
All right,
shout out to IVAC, man. IVAC in Quebec. Yeah.
yeah.
Shout out to
Oh
IVAC.
man, I mean, god damn, for a guy like Connor, it's like, what the fuck are you doing, man? I just saw that pulled up on my page over here. I said, "Oh man."
Bro, if I was making all that money, I'd be pretty quiet, man.
Well, I mean, for a guy like Connor, dude, it's like there's so many more positive things you could do with yourself. You know what I mean? Get back to fucking fighting. You had you had Michael Chandler waiting for like 2 years to get a fight with you, and it never materialized. You know,
I
and
don't
that's what sucks, bro. This guy is a tease to guys in the UFC, man.
I don't think he just wants it anymore, bro. I think he's
No,
content.
he's not hungry. He's not hungry for it anymore. He doesn't need to be. He's made his money.
I think
You know what I mean?
he's living the life out in Dublin. He's living his life out there, bro. Straight up.
Yeah, yeah, no, he's definitely living it, man. It doesn't look like his wife is too happy, that's for sure. But I mean, are they even married? I don't know. I mean,
Hey,
I seen that video with him wiling out in the club, and he's pulling some chick's hair, and I'm saying to myself, what the fuck is what's going on? You know?
hey,
Jeez.
do you see yourself retiring in Montreal, in Canada? Like,
Oh man. You know, speaking of that, I've got a friend, a buddy, and I was speaking with his mother, and she was telling me she's moving to the islands. My mother actually has the same sentiment. She wants to retire in the islands as well. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible to retire out here, man. And I mean, like, even for myself, like, retirement's such a far off thing to think about for me, even though, like, yeah, I'm getting older, but it's just something I never think about. It's like I always feel like I'm gonna die before I even get the chance. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I honestly, I really don't. I don't even know what tomorrow's gonna bring. You know what I mean? It's a far off question. If I to retire here, yeesh, you know what I mean? My mother works in an old folks' home, man, and doesn't look too happy, man. I'll tell you that. You
no,
know what I mean? Retirement here looks like it sucks.
it
I'd
does.
rather be in the islands, honestly. Retiring here in Canada,
Oh,
yeesh.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, one thing recently I was watching, they said how the biggest population of people that end up leaving Canada after 25 years are francophones. Basically the what are they called? The snow when somebody lives in Quebec and they end up moving to Florida.
Well,
There's
that's
like
a good question.
there's
Yeah, there's a large
a
population of
snow
Quebecers out in Florida.
yeah, so
I'm
they
not sure. I
so
can look that up though.
there's a specific terminology for that. Snow.
Hmm.
I don't want. I was thinking snow bunny, but it's not snow bunny.
No.
It's something else. But yeah. So it's francophone people and international students that end up leaving after 25 years. So me personally, I don't see myself really retiring here, man. I see myself in Belize on a beach,
Belize, eh?
oiled
Yeah.
up, oiled up
With,
style.
with two women of your choosing serving you alcoholic beverages.
That's it. My rum and coke.
Beautiful.
What
Beautiful.
what's your drink?
Oh, man, a nice tall glass of cold water, tap water. No, I'm kidding. Honestly, what my drink used to be, um, just a nice beer,
Yeah,
just one, a cold one.
you look like a guy that drinks prune juice. You look like a prune juice drinker. Like, that's what you
Yeah,
yeah.
all shriveled up inside and
That's what
dry,
you inside, John.
but it keeps me regular.
Keeps you regulated. And you look like an adamant prune juice drinker. Like, hey, like, babe, I can't leave the house yet. It's only been 20 minutes since I had my glass of prune juice. I don't want to go yet.
Yeah, it's a late night thing, you know what I mean? So when I wake up in the morning, it's just a quick flush.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
one time, huh? Do that face again. A quick what?
A quick flush.
I like that.
You know
Flush.
what I mean? Right out.
Right out. Right out. That's what
Yeah.
they used to do with Justin Trudeau. Right out. Get him right out.
Yeah, get him right out of here, man. I
But
mean, you know where to find. No, I better not go in that direction. But yeah, you know where to find Justin Trudeau. Anytime one of these parades comes around, that's where he is.
what kind of
If you
parade?
know,
What kind of
well,
parade?
you know, I don't want to go too far here, but I think you understand what I mean.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. We're getting banned after this
Right?
stuff. We're getting banned.
No, no, no. We're not getting banned. We haven't gone too far. We're all right.
All right.
We're staying in a PG zone over here.
I think
You know what I mean?
we're being pretty factual.
Oh, why not, man? I mean, I got nothing to hide, bro. I'm not spitting lies over here. You
Me-
know?
But there's a level of like, I feel like there's a level of awakening that society is doing right now where we're starting to realize like, yo, it doesn't make sense that I get my paycheck, I get taxed on my paycheck, I go to the store, I buy something, I get taxed. At the end of the
Yeah.
year, I get taxed again. I buy a house, I'm taxed on the house. Then when I want to transfer the house over to my son or my daughter, they're taxed on the capital gains. It's like
Yeah.
I think there's like a level of realization where people are like, we cannot continue to just keep on going with the mentality that things have just been like this forever, you know?
You know, it's like they say there's two certainties in life, and that's death and taxes. But I think now they threw a third one in there, epidemics like COVID. You know what I
Really.
mean? But yeah, no, I honestly,
Sponsored by Bill Gates. Sponsored by Bill Gates.
it's it's ridiculous. It is sponsored by Bill Gates. You know, did you get the jab?
Bro, I don't want to go into this right now.
No, no, we don't have to get into
That's
that.
episode 4, bro. But
Episode four.
shout outs to the people that are still posting. What happened to all the posted I'm vax? I don't see those no more. Nobody posts those no
But
more.
it disappeared.
It did, huh?
It disappeared, brother. Overnight. Overnight, I didn't need the Vaxa code bull. You know what I mean? I used to go to the store and they'd ask me to scan my phone. You know what I mean? I remember I used to go to work and they'd be like, "Oh, you got to scan the code before you get in." I said, I didn't get vaxxed. You know what I mean? That everyone's backing up, and I'm saying, "What's going on?" You know what I mean? And then, yeah, eventually, I became a guinea pig for the government, and they banged me up twice. I
Yeah,
never do that again. Let me tell you.
they stuck it right in you, huh?
Yeah, yeah, they banged me up, brother.
Bro,
You know what I mean? They banged me up for nothing. And then
they,
I got COVID. And it
they,
was like I've had hangovers worse than that. You know?
they put you in
Something
the,
else, brother.
were you
Something
crying?
else.
You look like you were crying. You were crying during the job, huh? They took
No,
your
I'm not. I've never been bad with needles. You know what I mean? I remember back in elementary school, I used to see a lot of kids breaking down crying. It was never a big deal for me. You know, I got a big threshold for pain. I never. No, I wouldn't cry over something like that. That's spilled milk for me, brother. You know what I mean?
yo, yo, so they caught
Straight back from the liquor shop. What's going on, buddy?
what's going on, bro? So they caught you with the jab.
Yes, sir. I got banged up twice.
So,
AstraZeneca and Pfizer.
no, you got the Astra.
Yeah, I got the Astra.
That's crazy.
Not the Asperger's, the AstraZeneca.
So, yo, so you got an AstraZeneca and Pfizer. Yo,
Yes, sir.
isn't AstraZeneca banned?
I mean, I heard stuff like that, but I mean, I feel fine. I mean, honestly, I feel fine. I mean, I think about all the shit I've done in my life, and I say to myself, ah, it's just a vaccine. Might as well bang me up. Let's go.
I
You
feel
know?
me,
No,
I'm
I mean, look, I don't agree with the whole thing looking back, you know? But I mean, at the time, like my job was pressuring me too, and I was like, ah, shit, you know? Like last thing I wanted to do was find myself unemployed because I didn't want to take a vaccine. But then again, I'll never do it again. I'll tell you that. Never.
I believe.
Never will I be a guinea pig for this fucking government ever again. Forget that.
Yo,
Ah,
I knew a guy who had the AstraZeneca, Pfizer, and Moderna. This guy was
dude,
like,
I was working for a lady and she took the job 14 times.
Taba, man.
14 times. Bro, she looked sicker than like any age-old person at like an old folks home, man. It was terrible. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like she looked horrible. I was like, whoa. I don't know if it had anything to do with the jabs, but still, at the end of the day, man, 14 times? Like, fuck, you do two, and it's like, hey, that's enough.
Hey, you
You know
get
what
a
I mean?
you get a after the 15 times you get a free pizza. You know, you get a free pizza at Connie's in the Point.
Yeah, sounds like a work meeting. Can we get a raise? No, but we're gonna have a pizza party. You
Yo,
know?
hey, it is what it is. Yo, wait, hey. So you're an AstraZeneca Moderna guy. I like that.
No, I mean, I wouldn't call myself that kind of guy, but did I really have a choice? Yeah, I mean, there's always a choice, okay? But still, looking back, I say to myself, I really shouldn't have done it. I should have stood with those truckers in Ottawa.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'll tell you,
No, no, but I mean, come on, seriously, like, weren't you pressured to take, just like anybody else, weren't we all pressured to take this vaccine? And then it all just disappeared. You know what I mean? No,
you,
that's what got me the most. You know, I had this Vaxa code and I have to go everywhere showing this thing to every store clerk I see, and overnight, oh yeah, it disappeared.
yeah,
I'm wearing a mask everywhere I go. Yeah, it was crazy, bro.
yeah.
Oh man. No, but you
That,
know what? That's a thing of the past now.
but it's whatever happens in life, there always needs to, when I'm seeing it, there always has to be two sides. You gotta have the vaxxers, the non-vaxxers. You gotta have the Democrats, you gotta have the liberals. You gotta have the Bloods, you gotta have the Crips. There's always two sides. And
West Side.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
you're you're
Yes,
you're
sir.
you're, you're a Tupac or Biggie guy.
To be honest, bro, like I didn't really listen to either or of them coming up. I didn't
John.
really start listening to music until like I
You're
don't
you're
know, like maybe
you're
like
you're that like
2008.
you're that light skinned guy that was like listening to like Aqua Club. I'm a Barbie girl and
Oh
I'm a
yeah, you know what? My
girl.
mother,
That's
my mother loved.
fantastic.
What?
It's so fantastic. You can take my girl. That you
Oh,
were
come on, Johnny,
that
you gotta get the lyrics right at least, man. Come
yo
on.
you were that guy. You were that light skinned guy that came to the club. That used to come to the
Don't.
club, and I'd be like, yo, bro. First of all, it's $40 cover. $40 cover. And if you act it up, we toss you out. Me and the boys on Crescent Street would toss you out. You're not
Yeah. No, you know what? Actually, that's never happened for me. Believe it or not, every time I've gone to the club, it's been a pretty smooth night.
okay.
And there's been a couple of times where I literally just got in for free. Like I just walked up and the guy was like, "You're in."
You got that look. You're smooth, Cupid. You're smooth, Cupid. You're smooth. I like that. You're
No,
smooth.
I'm not even bullshitting, man. Like
What?
look, I've only been to the club like a handful of times in my life, literally. Like I've only been to the club like maybe like 6 times, maybe four or five to 6 times. You know what I mean? Every single time was a good time. And the thing is, I never had expectations.
Okay,
Just
so
went in to have a good time,
okay.
and
No,
things went well.
okay. What was your light skin song? We all have our light skin songs. What's your light skin song?
Oh, I mean, I got to go back to our light skinned reigning king, Chris Brown. You know, obviously, something off of one of the cut of his albums there, Liquor was one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, Take You Down, Run It.
Thank you. You
If we're going back, like Chris Brown's my guy, man, light skinned king, bro.
I feel
You
you.
know, but no, pretty much like a lot of his older stuff I was really a fan of, you know. The thing is like when it came to hip hop and music for me, it's like I only really started listening to like hip hop 2008.
Okay.
Like before that, there wasn't really like much music. Like I came up in a Christian household, so my mother was very strict on music, you know. Like she didn't
Jehovah
want us listening.
Jehovah Witness?
No, sir.
No, sir. Okay.
Seventh Day Adventist.
Okay, you weren't showing up at the house. Yo, if I honest to God, bro, if I was at home on a Sunday afternoon, chilling at my house watching TV, watching the Dallas Cowboys, baby. Shout out to the Dallas Cowboys. Hey, one day we'll get it. If I was at home on a Sunday and I seen you show up to my house with your suit knocking on my door, I don't know what I do. I don't know
You
what I
you
do,
would
son.
you
And you
you you you wouldn't take a second to find Jesus? Because I'll tell you right now, Johnny. He found you.
He did. I love yo God. Hey God, my God is an awesome God. Straight up, my God's amazing, bro. That's it.
Oh, absolutely, brother. Amen to that. And God is good all the time.
All the time.
God is good.
Straight up.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Straight up.
Yes, sir.
You can, yo, you can,
Johnny,
but hey, yeah, straight up. But the thing is, it, God is amazing. I'll talk. We'll talk about church and stuff. But that's it. I'm proud to be a Christian
hey
man.
man, yes, sir, man. I stand by it. I'm not gonna
My
go
my
back on my beliefs here.
my mentality is like come in kindness, but I prepare for war. I'm the nicest guy, but hey, and nowadays, bro, I remember back in the day when I used back in the day, it was back in the day, you know, in the when
Hmm.
I used to work at the clubs and whatever the case is. But one thing I've never been is I've never been a bully. I've always been that person that when I see people getting bullied, I want to bully the bully. That's the type of guy I am. But nowadays, bro, I find it cool to be able to walk away, to walk away from a
Yeah,
to be able to walk to be able to honestly control your emotions and walk away from a situation and not allow that person know they got the best of you. That I feel is like fuck it,
that's a
fucking
moment of growth
it's a moment of growth. Back
for
in the
sure.
day, back in the day, hey, it is what
Hey
it is.
man,
But
you know what I mean? Like, a lot of the times with people, it's like they got a foot in the past, a foot in the future, and they're pissing on today. You know
oh
what I mean? But
hey,
you gotta kind you kind of gotta just like bring those 2 feet together and stand right in the present. You know what I'm
oh,
saying? Can't let the past define you. You know what I mean? We're all different in our past. I've done shit in my past that I'm proud of for sure. You know what I mean? But I don't let it define me. You know what I mean? We all have our moments. You know what I mean? And I think at the same time we need them. You know what I mean? That's what helps develop our growth. You know what I mean? And it just depends on the person. It depends on your character. If you're willing to look past and move forward, or you're going to stay stuck in the past. You know what I mean? But yeah, think about that, because a lot of people are like that, man. You got a foot in the past, foot in the present, and they're pissing on today. Legs
yep.
wide open,
Hey,
you know?
you got me with the pissing on the present shit. Because
Oh, it's true, man.
honestly, it's all about enjoying the moment. As you know, like we're all focused on the finished product. I'm focused on the finished product. I'm focusing on basically what I'm trying to be the yo, bro. I feel like everybody should try and be the best person in their life. And it doesn't mean making the most money. It's all about being fulfilled, living a life of
Yeah, you know
fulfillment.
what, John, do you ever think like society is so like, I don't know, how would I say this? Like, do you think society is just so focused on like individualism and like this idea of like self-empowerment, self-improvement, self-everything that we kind of lose the sight of like everybody else? You know what I mean? That's kind of the sense I'm getting right now. Like over the last 15 years, you know what I mean? Through social media, it's just been this whole like jargon on self, self, self. And you look around, man, and it's like dating's gone down, marriages have gone down, families gone down, and I don't really see the individual going up. You know what I mean? Because individually, yes, like we can build ourselves, but to what extent does it help us all as a collective? You
That's
know
a
what I mean? If you see so much divide, and that's a big question, you know what I mean? I'm all for self-improvement 100%. You know what I mean? But you got to be able to give back. And that's another thing, you know? And that's why this Christmas I'll be at the soup kitchen serving smiles and serving soup.
yo. Oh, John, that's so cute. Yo, bro. You had me, and then you got me with that, and I was like, bro, straight up, he's kind of becoming corny. And then the kitchen at the end, I was like, bro, that's cute, bro. Yo, that's what's up, bro. No, no, for real. What soup for real? You're gonna be at a soup kitchen serving soup this Christmas?
Yes, sir.
Which one?
You got to get your name on the list to volunteer, of course.
Hey, shout out to that. Shout out to that.
But yeah,
Hey,
no, I'll shoot you all the details for that for sure.
okay, okay, bro.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
So
Because
with
I mean, I've done it with a friend before where she made like a banquet full of food, and I was thinking like, man, like she's gonna have like a family dinner, and she ended up bringing it all downtown. And no, I'm telling you, man, and I was like, wow, that really inspired me too, because She was actually a model too, and it struck me as like, oh, this is like, she really struck me as like a self-centered type. And then when I saw her doing that, I was like, wow, her and her family was like an event. You know what I mean? They were just cooking. It was like a cookout in their house, man, and they took everything down to the food bank and just started
John
giving
was
it out.
eating. You're eating though. I know you got some plates. I know you got some food in you.
I mean, my girlfriend just made an amazing dinner, so yeah, no, I'm fed, believe me.
I believe.
Did a
Yo,
nice workout yesterday. I'm feeling good.
oh,
Oh,
you're looking
oh
sharp.
yeah.
You're looking
Ah,
you're looking sharp,
I do.
John.
I do my cardio. You
So
know.
my light skin song would be I got a little old school in me. So my light school song would be pretty Ricky.
Pretty
And
Ricky. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
hey, it's
Yeah,
that's
go ahead. Johnny. I mean, I heard that song you sent me, man. I couldn't believe that was you,
hey, respect,
brother.
bro.
You got a voice on you, man. You
We-
want to start singing right
hey,
now?
no, yo,
Oh,
that's to come. Everything happens in pillars. Right now, this is the
yeah.
pillar, and from there we're gonna go to there. But hey, like I said, I trust you enough to let you divulge in a little bit of Johnny V, but that's to discover. Yo, so what's your
You couldn't sound any more light skinned than that, and I love it.
I like
Continue, brother.
yo, shout outs to that. So yo,
Shout out to the light skins, guys.
shout
Shout
outs to
out.
the light gang. Shout outs to shout outs to the light skin gang. We're representing. Yo, hey, bro, being a light skin it's not always been easy, huh? Yo, you get it you
Honestly,
get it
bro,
from
like,
every
look,
community. You get it
look,
from
dude.
every
I've
community.
I've never been bullied a day in my life, so
Yeah.
I don't know, man. To some, perhaps. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I meet a lot of light skinned guys that are just lost. You know what I mean? Like they're playing that whole tough guy gangster thing, and it's like, brother, you're never gonna be accepted on either side. You know what I mean? We got to
Yo,
make our own side.
yo, straight up,
Come
straight up.
on, man. Light skins unite. This is
Woo!
for us, guys. This one's for us.
Oh, frig. Okay, yo. So yo, let me get back. Okay, John Cupid, what's your definition of for real, what's your definition of success? What do you define success as?
That's a good question. Over my life, I've been trying to define that. And I think it's a thing that you need to take day by day and try to find success in just the moment. And I mean, for me, life has just been like one challenge after the other and conquering each one. You know what I mean? I'd like to say success would be, for me, just finding harmony with myself and 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 the people I love and the people around me. You know what I mean? And obviously in God. You know what I mean? Because it's not monetary, it's not money. Yes, money plays a part into how you value yourself or how others value you, but I think the things that are most important are the things that money can't buy. Character, integrity. You know what I mean? And for me, success would be having a mastery over those.
I like
You know
that.
what I mean? Because like I can't control money, yes, you can control it to an extent, but you never know what can happen, right? But I can always control my character. I can always control what comes out of my mouth. I can always control how I act, how I treat people. You know what I mean? And that's the thing I really want to have a mastery over. And if I could do that in accordance with morality, my sense of morality and keeping my moral compass pointing north, then I think I'd find some form of success. But at the end of the day, nobody really wins, right? We never win in this game that we call life. You know what I mean? There's always pitfalls and nobody comes out unscathed. But if I can just do better at being a better person for myself and for the people around me, then I think for sure then I've reached a level of success I deem adequate.
That's what's
How
up,
about
man.
you, brother?
That's sick. For me, it's all about living a life of fulfillment, a life where
Yeah.
it's like, because obviously we all want to make money. Anybody that says
Hmm.
money doesn't bring happiness is it's bullshit. Money does bring happiness. Um,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
I do see how there's certain people that have way more money than I have, and they feel like shit, and they look and they feel miserable and everything. One
Yeah.
I just came back from the Tony Robbins convention, and
Yeah.
one person that they were talking about was Robin Williams. So
Yes.
Robin Williams made everybody laugh, smile, whatever the case is, Mrs. Doubtfire. That was an amazing movie. And you would think because he exuberated so much joy and he made so many people happy, you would think like he was so happy. And he ended up killing himself. So
Yeah, I mean, he went out sad, man. He went out sad. Yeah, no, and I agree with that. And it's hard because we don't see through the veil of success or
mm,
the veil of like adoration like these people do, you know? Like they're at the top per se, right? And I think it's when you hit that pinnacle, you only realize there's only one way and it's down. It's very tough to stay grounded, especially when you have all that, you know? I mean, you look at all these celebrities and high executives, and there's always this shrouded secrecy and conspiracy around them. And I don't know if it's always true or, but I don't know. It just seems like they get themselves into shit that the common person wouldn't be able to without all that money, right?
mm.
So absolutely, self-fulfillment, pleasure, those are things that a
Yeah.
lot of people pursue in life, you know?
Me, it's
I mean,
basically,
ask yourself, if you
yeah.
can have, would you rather have ultimate intelligence
Okay.
or unlimited amount of money?
Ultimate intelligence, bro. Yo, if you if
You,
you're if you're, if you're the smartest guy, you're gonna figure out. Then it's like okay, if you give
then
me
the wisdom comes into it, right?
yeah, it's like if you give me $1 billion, can I make $2 billion? Yeah, for sure. Like if you give me all the smarts in the world, can I go make two? After a certain point in time, bro, it's the same answer. Like for me, it's the same answer.
Mhm.
If you ask me, you give me 1 billion, I'm gonna make $2 billion. So if you put me, it's all about who you associate with. If what if they told you an amazing okay, yeah, what was it? What was it? A date with Soldier Boy,
No,
or
no, no. Dinner with Jay-Z
dinner
or
with Jay,
500,000.
dinner with Jay-Z or 500,000. What are you taking for real?
Go. No, you go first.
Me first? Yeah.
Man, I'm
Yeah,
taking that
oh,
500,000.
okay.
I'm running
I'm taking
all
500.
day, bro.
I'm taking 500,000, dog. I'm taking five.
Listen, Johnny, I've seen enough memes on Instagram and social to tell me you don't want that dinner with Jay-Z, all right?
Oh yeah,
He's gonna sit there and be like, brother, you should have taken the 500,000. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
straight up.
No, forget that. And then he's gonna leave you with the bill. You know what I mean? Like handle that, all right, young?
Yeah, that
I'm good.
Jay Z. I'd be like, yo, Jay Z, aren't you part of the light skin gang? Gee, I'm part of the brown skin dudes. Yeah, get out of here, light
No, man, he's from
skin.
Harlem, the crack era. All
Yeah,
right, nah, he ain't one of us.
he
But
ain't one
that's
of
all right, man. No, shout out to Jay-Z, man. Cool guy, love him.
Jay Z.
Love
Shout
your
out.
music.
So
Blueprint 2, that was cool.
yeah, Jay Z for me is like a solid 7 on 10, bro. I give Jay Z a 7. I know I'm gonna take backlash for that, but Jay Z's I don't feel like he's in. It is what it is.
Like current
All
Jay-Z or
time.
like
So, give me your top five. All time,
rappers?
all time top five.
Oh, that's tough, bro. I mean, I don't listen to enough rap to like really give an educated top five on that. I can give you my top five, yeah, for sure.
Give me your top five. As long as Sexy Red in your top five, light skin, we're good. What's your top five, man?
Okay, you know, honestly, I'm gonna go with Wayne,
Wayne.
Eminem,
Okay.
um, Kanye,
Kanye.
Gucci Mane.
Okay, that's I think five.
No, I mean, I love me some Gucci Mane.
Gucci Mane.
And hmm, let's see here.
I'm going who? I'm
Number
going
five. Who am I putting at number five here? Oh, of course. Drizzy Drake. OBO. Let's go.
Drake. I think Drake is sneaking into like he's a part of every light skins like it is what it is. He's part. I think Drake's gonna be in my top five, bro.
Yeah, man.
I think Drake's in my top five. Once I give me the countdown. Da, 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 da.
This sound like a commercial break. Johnny,
Okay,
you gotta tell me.
I got my
Give me
top.
a top five. Give me a
Okay,
top five.
top five. I'll start number five. Number five, I'm going Snoop. Okay.
Worthy.
Four, I'm going Drake for. I'm going Drake for because I'm up
Number
right
three.
and it's up right now. Hey,
Hey, let's get it. Let's get it.
how about number three?
I better find your loving. I
Okay, yeah,
better find your heart. Hey,
okay.
come on. I better find your loving. I better find your heart.
Hey, break
I
it
better
down.
find give all my love. Come on,
I
huh?
want you to break it up. Okay, I like that.
All right.
Number three, I'm going Biggie.
Oh, all right. Yeah, yeah. All right. Cool, cool,
Number
cool.
three, I'm going Biggie. Number two, Many Men Wish. Hey,
50.
I'm
Oh,
going
how did
50.
I forget
I'm going
50? Ah,
50.
shoot.
Because
Oh,
yo,
man. Yeah, no.
I don't know, 50 when 50 comes on, he gets all the light skins. When you listen to Many Men, you're ready. You're ready, huh? Straight up.
Hmm.
Then I
Yeah,
would
yeah,
say,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then number one is I can't deny it. I'm going Tupac live. Tupac is number one for sure.
Would you say Tupac had a big influence in your life?
100%. That's like the single father. Did he grow up with a single mother question? If you grew up with a single mother, then yeah, Tupac was the number one, huh?
He was
Shout
your guy, huh?
shout out to Jon Cupid and his probing questions, bro. That's his probing questions. And let me find out if he grew up with a single mother, boom, live.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so
100%.
yo. So to
Give me
conclude
one
this,
sec. Thank you, baby. Oh, yes. Yeah, no, just sorry, brother. Just had to grab some tea there.
I got the tea going on.
Yeah, I need a little tea for this.
Straight
Th
up from
this is the tea this is the tea we're spilling. Right? So
So yo,
let
last question of the night, bro. 21 questions. How you like the title? 21 questions. Let
let's get it going, bro. It sounds just like the cops.
Hey, 21. Nah, this guy disrespect the title, bro. 20,
No,
21
man. I love me some 21 questions. I tell them straight up, I'm not speaking until my attorney is present.
straight up light
But
skin.
in this case, it's another story.
No,
John C. and Johnny V, right at you.
no,
Let's go.
this 20, when I say I gotta get on my light skin, well, let me get it. Yo, one sec.
Okay, no, no, I got the final
But yeah,
question for you.
yeah, what's up?
Oh, okay. If you had a yacht, what would the name of it be? Here, right here, baby. Let me get that. Girlfriend serving me cookies too, huh?
Mr. Yahtzee.
If you had a yacht, Johnny, what would you name it?
Mr.
Go.
Yahtzee. Mr.
Mr.
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee?
Mr. Yahtzee. Come on, Mr. Yahtzee.
Mm.
Johnny V and Mr. Yahtzee.
Where's your all-time vacation dream?
Uh, Good question. All time. Well, I would say the country I wanted. Well, there's a country. The country I want to move to. I want to have a house in the future. I'm going to have a house in the future. Is Belize. I have a connection with Belize. So
Belize, my guy.
yeah, I want to. Yeah, yo, bro, we have I have another 50 years on this planet, maybe 60 years. Figure I want to be able to travel a lot, and I want to have a place like in the Caribbeans where I could just relocate and let my head down and everything like that. Montreal's always going to be home. I always want to be. I
Yeah, always home.
always have
Montreal
Montreal.
repping.
Montreal's always going to be home, but
Hmm.
I also want to be able to explore this planet and have a place in the Caribbeans where I could just chill out and be on my Johnny V. Straight up.
My guy. My guy. My guy.
So yo, what's your plans for the weekend, man? Drinking your tea and shit.
Honestly, honestly, I could be working this weekend. We got
Yeah,
a big job that we're trying to close out.
that's
So
what,
there could be some work for Saturday, and after that, probably the gym, and then taking my lovely woman out.
that's what's
And
up.
yeah, after that, probably gonna keep it quiet for Sunday. I want to relax. Probably hit the gym, do a little bit of cardio. I got to see you there, and I'll bring my boxing gloves. All right, next time we hit the gym together,
I'm like,
Let's do some
bro,
boxing, bro. All right.
I'm down to do some boxing, bro. I'm
Yeah,
down.
warm
Hey,
up those boulders you got for shoulders. Huh?
I might, I
Let's
might,
get it
I
going.
might, I might just black out and think I'm freaking Mike Tyson and look at you and think you're Jake Paul and just be like, yo,
Oh,
Jake,
bro. I mean, we already saw how that went. You got to change that up a little.
I don't know. I
Come
might say,
on now.
hey, I don't know, man. Yo, you're too good looking to be on up in here. I might have to bite an ear off or something. Have you
Oh, come on,
on
man.
the pod,
20
have
minute,
you on
20
the
20
have you on the
$20 million
podcast with
dollar,
one ear?
$20 million on the table. You telling me you're gonna hurt this? Come
Nah,
on
hey,
now.
no,
Uh,
I'm putting insurance on your ass. I'm gonna put some insurance on your ass. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Thank
set
you,
you
Johnny. You
up.
know what? If there's anybody I trust with insurance, it's
Hey,
Johnny V. And to anybody listening, if you're looking to get a quote on insurance or any type of financial advice, you know who to look to. Right here, Johnny V.
I like that. I like that.
Yes, sir.
What up?
Yes, sir.
I respect that. So,
Yeah.
so, so me to conclude with that, weekends is looking.
Whoa, we're not done. I got one more question.
Hey.
What do you think is, and we're going a little left field here, the best hangover cure? Go.
Okay, so the worst I've ever been is was my 21st
Oh
birthday.
man.
My 21st birthday, I was on Crescent, I was on Saint Laurent, and yo,
Uh,
for whatever reason, the one drink I could remember was peach schnapps, bro.
oh,
Oh, I'll never,
ugh.
I'll never drink peach schnapps again, straight up. So for me, it was ginger ale
Mm.
and just I haven't been drunk too many times. Maybe in my life, like I'd say 4 or 5 times where I was like pretty bad. But I would say, yeah, ginger ale, and that's it, man, and some good sleep and a good sleep. But it's
You know
been
what? I always shoot for the ginger ale after a heavy night of drinking. You know what I mean? And that and obviously blue Gatorade.
blue Gatorade.
Yeah, like I gotta need at least like four of those. Nowadays, not so bad. You know what I mean? Yeah, like a good three or four of them. But back in the day, man, in my early 20s, man, shit. Let me tell you, bro. Man, I get so drunk and you'd have like four Gatorades and you're still feeling drunk. I remember one time I got so wasted. You know what I mean? And
Okay,
so
folks.
I get up and it's like 5 p.m. after I fell asleep at like 3 a.m., you know? And I waddle my way over to the nearest McDonald's and I place an order for some nuggets. Man, I sat down. They had one of those like indoor trees,
You got
and
20 seconds.
I showered that thing with vomit.
Damn, Johnny.
Everybody was looking at
Oh,
me.
come on. Okay,
I'm telling you, I picked up
Johnny.
my 10-piece nuggets. I turned to everyone. I said, guys, I don't have Ebola. That was when that was going around at the time. So you're thinking like 2013, 2014. I turned around. I walked right out of there. Never felt better in my life. But I'm telling you, when I say I showered that tree, that thing got watered for at least 2 months, the amount of vomit that came out of my mouth.
Hey guys, this is part three of the Johnny V and Jon Cupid.